Hi guys, welcome to lesson 9 of the 7th grade worksheet, and today we're going to be working with ratios and proportional relationships. And part 1, we're going to be solving simple ratio problems. Let's look at number 1. The ratio of cats to dogs is 3 to 5. If there are 9 cats, how many dogs? Ratios are basically like scoreboards if you know football. So the ratio of cats to dogs is 3 to 5. So cats, there are 3 because it's cats to dogs and 3 to 5. And their dogs are 5. So basically, if there are ratios in this level, we write them in fractions. So 3 to 5, it's going to be 3 as the numerator and 5 as the denominator. And now if there are 9 cats, how many dogs? So we're going to write an equal sign because they're going to be equal to each other. And we have 9 cats here because it's across from each other. There's 3 cats and now 9 cats. But we have to find out how many dogs there are. So basically what we can do is do a little dividing and multiplication. How much do we need to divide or multiply in order to get to 9 or 3? We can do 3 times 3 in order to get to 9, because 3 times 3 is 9. And we have to do the same thing to the bottom. So 5 times 3 is going to be 15. So we can just write the ratio 9 to 15. So there are 15 dogs. Number 2. Simplify the ratio 12 to 6. So we're going to write the ratio into a fraction form. 12 over 16. Did I say 16? Yeah, I'm sorry. And in order to simplify a ratio, we have to divide by the greatest common denominator, or just progressively divide by a number that can go into both of the numbers 12 and 16. I'm going to start off by dividing both numbers by 2. So I'm going to do 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6, and 16 divided by 2 is 8. Since they are both even numbers, there's a high chance that you can further simplify into the simplest form. So I'm just going to divide by 2 again to see what will happen. So 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. And 3 over 4 is the simplest form because no number can go into both of the numbers and get a whole number other than 1. So 3 over 4 is the simplest form. Number 3. If 4 pencils cost $2, what is the cost per pencil? So there are 4 pencils, and in total it costs $2. And this is a very simple division problem. We can just write it as 2 over 4 or 2 divided by 4. And both of those will equal to 0.5. So the cost per pencil is 50 cents. Number 4. Write the ratio 50 to 20 in simplest form. So this is similar to number 2. We're just going to keep on dividing by a number that can go into both of them until it can't be further divided by a number and get a whole number other than 1. I'm going to do 5 because I know that 5 can go into both of 15 and 20. So 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3, and 20 divided by 5 is 4. And it's like number 2, 3 over 4 is the simplest form. Number 5. If 7 books are read in 14 days, how many per day? So this is like number 3. We can write it as 7 over 14 or 7 divided by 14. And you would get 0.50. And that's 50 cents. And now you guys are going to work on 6 through 10 on your own. Now we're just going to be solving them. Number 1, if the ratio of pens to notebooks is 2 to 5 and there are 10 notebooks, how many pens? So the ratio is 2 to 5. Pens, there are 2 pens and 5 notebooks. And how many pens would there be if there are 10 notebooks? So we're going to write 10 on the same place where the notebooks are, which is the denominator. And we are just going to multiply. So what number can you multiply to get to 10? So we obviously know 5 times 2 is 10. And we're just going to do the same thing to the numerator. Times 2, 4. So there are 4 pens. Number 2, a map scale shows 1 inch equals 20 miles. How many miles for 4 inches? In 1 inch, 20 miles is shown. But how much miles are shown in 4 inches? 1 times 4 is equal to 4, so we're basically going to do 20 times 4, which is 80. And that would be your answer, 80 miles. Number 3, if 3 gallons of paint covers 120 square feet, how much paint for 200 square feet? We're going to write it into a fraction, 3 over 120 and 200. For this one, we're going to divide. I'm going to do 200 divided by 120 to see what number multiplied by 120 will equal 200. If you put it into a calculator, 200 divided by 120 is 1.66666666, bunch of sixes, and then there's a 7. And if you get that number and multiply it by 3, like how we previously done it, we get the number at the bottom and multiply it with the number at the top, we will get the answer. So if we do that 1.66666, however many sixes there are, and then the 7 at the end, times 3, we get 5. So there would be 5 gallons of paint for 200 square feet. Number 4, the ratio of sugar to flour in a recipe is 1 to 4. If you use 5 cups sugar, how much flour? So sugar, 1, and then to 4 flour. 5 cups of sugar. We know that 1 times 5 is equal to 5, so that's times 5. Do the same thing to the bottom, and that's 20 cups of flour. Yes. And now you guys are going to work on 5 through 8 on your own. Part 3, we're going to be working on word problems. Number 1, the ratio of red to blue marbles is 4 to 3. There are 28 red marbles. How many blue? The ratio is 4 to 3. There are 4 red and 3 blue. And now there are 28 red marbles. What number times 4 is 28? Or you can do 28 divided by 4 and get that number. So the number is 7. 4 times 7 is equal to 28. We're going to do the same thing to the bottom. 3 times 7 is equal to 21. So there are 21 blue marbles. Number 2. A car travels 60 miles in 2 hours. How far in 5 hours? So in 2 hours, the car can travel 60 miles. And now we're at 5 hours. And now we have to do 5 divided by 2 in order to see what number times 2 will equal to 5. So 2.5 times 2 is equal to 5. And you have to do the same thing to 60. 60 times 2.5, 150 miles. So the car can travel 150 miles in 5 hours. And now you guys can work on 3 to 4 on your own, and I hope this helped. Bye bye.